So after week 2, I'm sitting there at 0-2. Fantasy football season on the line. Every game's a must-win from here on out. I was still hopeful to make the playoffs, but still a little concerned. But with the talent I had on my team and the scrubs I play against each week, I thought I had a solid chance.
The playoff game against Adam, I wanted to make it interesting. So that night, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, why am I going to start Cam this week? I said, why not start Phillip Rivers? Why not go head-to-head with this man? I went head-to-head with him by starting Phillip Rivers. He had Peyton.
All right, after week 11, Stafford had started playing slightly worse, so I decided to make a trade to Scott Loftus.
The trade between T-Pain and myself, I traded Tom Brady and Eddie Lacy for Matthew Stafford and Danny
so I require
Amendola.
Eddie Lacy and Tom Brady for Matthew Stafford and Danny Amendola. He accepted. Fucking beautiful.
I believe I did have a chance to win that game going into the last set of games. At the time, I believe I was up by 20, 25 points, but he still had, I believe it was Dez Bryant, Eddie Lacy, and someone else that was still playing. So, yeah, I definitely had a chance.
First playoff game, I was a little worried. Peyton didn't have his best performance. And then along came Dan Bailey and the 49ers defense. They carried him.
It's good.
No comebacks this time.
You remember that trade, Scott? Next time, bring the lube. Dez Bryant, explosive big man. He was my top wide receiver taken. Always battling for position on the field. Does have a little crybaby routine, but that don't hurt me in fantasy. We just kept pouring it on. Scott, I can skirt up before we come into the league next year. Seasons change, bitches. Who's in the driver's seat now? Go to bed, Scott. This one's over.
I definitely learned from this season that anything could happen. Upsets could happen any week. I learned that, it doesn't matter how good of a draft you have, doesn't matter how bad of a draft you had, you make good moves in between weeks and you have solid players that consistently perform. You can never go wrong with anybody. But, always next year, and I hope to see you guys.
I think Adam, one of the reasons I lost, Adam was determined to beat me. I remember going in the night before, looking at both rosters and saying, there ain't no way I can beat this man, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. And it just didn't work out for me.